The Olympic magic is going crazy right now, and after 2 big hitter meets this weekend, I have some extremely professional opinions to share. Kishane Thompson is straight up untouchable. The 800 meter world record is about to get slammed, as if you needed me to tell you that. And Jakob Ingebrigtsen has absolutely zero rivals. Josh Kerr was just in the right place at the right time.
Ingebrigtsen is absolutely back on form!
Okay, so Kishane Thompson, after a blistering 977 at the Jamaican trials, scaring Noah Lyles and declaring himself the gold medal favourite.
Alright, nice. Let's hope he stays healthy.
He makes his much anticipated second appearance this season, and boy is he confident. He's running this race like the fast kid at school sports day, easing up at 30 metres and looking around wondering why no one else can keep up.
Almost looking left and right, like where'd everybody else go?
He clocks in one of the easiest 991s we've seen in years, clowning on world silver medalist Tebogo in Tebogo style. Thompson is proving himself to be the real deal, real damn quick. We haven't seen 991s into a negative headwind, mind you, this easy since the Bolt era. It's not just Lyles in trouble, everyone is. After dissing Andre DeGrasse 3 days ago, but 10.07 seconds this close to the Olympics, he must have heard me, because he goes 1998 in the 200 meter this week, which for other top athletes is a pretty good time at this point. But when it's DeGrasse, it's like he plays to a different set of rules. 19.98 seconds is the exact time he ran right before last Olympics, and we know what he did there. But yeah, history isn't a good indicator of what the future holds, so whether he shows up this Olympics or not, we don't gotta worry, because other guys will be running fast anyway. And on the women's side, it was meant to be a Shericka Jackson versus Julien Alfred showdown, and an insider peek into what form they're in.
Good start there from Shericka Jackson, down neated too indeed. Straight second to left there is Julien Alfred. Shericka Jackson, she's a great form.
And with 30 to go, Jackson, who was inches ahead, pulls up with an injury scare. Only a cramp in the hamstring, and Alfred takes the win in a modest 22.16 seconds. And lastly, for a blazing hot day out in Hungary, Mikola Selekna, world record holder, showing continued dominance, 70.29 meters in the men's discus.
He liked that. Oh, and it's over 70 meters. Brilliant stuff.
Making that 7 wins out of 8 competitions. To be fair though, he lost where it counted the most at the Euro Champs. But oh man, have the Diamond Leagues been slapping. Now keep in mind, this is less than 3 days after the meet in Hungary, and it's Julien Alfred starring in the women's 100 meter. She ran a pretty average 200 in Hungary, and we've been completely sidetracked with the Jamaica and US throwing some damn heaters at their trials. But beneath the surface, Alfred has been cooking.
Great start from Alfred, bit of work to do for Talu. But Alfred has got the match on this. Also coming well is Davis, but it's Alfred who gets it on the line. 10.85.
A more than dominant 10.85 second time. What, 10.85 doesn't sound too threatening? Well, that was into a -1 headwind. So when adjusted to 0.0 meters per second, that's a 10.78 second time. She's in the form of her life. A lot of people have had her as a medalist, but she's a serious gold medal threat, and we had almost forgotten amidst the trials hype. Will she steal the spotlight in Sprint 2? God, that series was good. Speaking of starring in sprint documentaries, these 3 need their own.
I'm gonna say that I'm gonna win Cross, I'm gonna say Cross, revenge, I'm gonna be Benjamin, but it is what it is. There is this saying that history repeats itself.
For the first time this season, we managed to score a mouth-watering showdown of Benjamin, Vorholm and Dos Santos over the 400 hurdles. And while Vorholm is the world record holder and basically winner of everything ever, Rai bridesmaid Benjamin manages to hold steady over the last hurdles and push past Vorholm in the final stretch.
Everybody's on their feet. Rai Benjamin has got a little yard on Dos Santos. Vorholm, though, is ahead of all of them. Now it's a rights out for the line. Let's keep an eye on the clock. It's Rai Benjamin.
46.67 seconds, marking the first time Vorholm has lost to anyone twice in a row in 3 years. This is Rai's revenge season, baby. He's stoked, he's mad, he's finally got that killer instinct we've been wanting to see. Now it's Tebogo time. He's finally revealing his trump cards after a ridiculous early season resume. A 44.29 in the 400, a 19.71 in the 200, and a 300 meter world record in 30.69 seconds. And for this 200, he goes 19.87 seconds, pumping this field while looking completely uninterested.
Right with him, it's going to be very close here, but Tebogo's just got the strength, looks across, looks relaxed.
I would call it cruising, but I'm convinced he just always looks like this. Regardless, he's rounding into a semblance of peak form, but will that be enough with the Olympic magic running rampant in the men's sprints right now? I can't say I'm confident. Okay, but what the hell is going on in the men's 800? Algeria's Sedjati is making a fool of this event. The 800 meter is notoriously known as the most painful event in the sport. Unless you're him apparently, because he keeps getting faster every dang week. Canada's Marco Arop was putting in a good bid for the win at 250 left to go. But round the bend, Sedjati kicks wide to the front and just doesn't stop kicking, making 1 minute and 42 seconds look pathetic behind him.
Arrop's gone, 2-Al, Ben Patterson coming wide, it's another victory again, let's keep an eye on the clock, oh my god!
He finishes in another 1 minute 41.46 second time, his second personal best and world lead in 4 days. This event is evolving in front of our very eyes. I'm not sure I've ever seen this. Every single athlete in this field ran sub 144 and 6 under 143 again. Last year's world champion would have placed last in this race. I'm losing my sanity. And distance continued to be different tonight. Jakob Ingebrigtsen, first he barely lost to Kerr early this season in his injury comeback race. Then he dove for a win against Shericka in a move some deem should be illegal. You're stupid. But now, we're what, a month into him running healthy? And he's already in better form than he's ever been before. Fuck tactical races, he elegantly runs the legs out of this field into a 3 minute 26.73 second time.
Nicely, how can he finish this? The crowd are on their feet here, he can see the blue lights, but he is moving away from the rest of this field. They are miles behind him. Jakob Ingebrigtsen is absolutely back on form, and it's 3:26.74.
He was already number 3 all time, but now he's just even faster, additionally taking down his own European record and of course the world lead. The Olympic 1500 meter is his race to lose, because seriously think about it, who can rival this guy? Because if you're thinking Kerr due to some injury comeback win, no chance. As I said, Kerr has just been the guy in the right place at the right time, and when you look at their head to head, the proof is in the pudding. And after coming second fiddle to Kipyegon's world record last week, Australia's Jessica Hull is out to prove she ain't no fluke. And she works dang fast. 5 minutes, 19.70 seconds to a world record. World record? And the first sub 520 in this discipline.
5:19.7 for Jess Hull.
The women's 2000 meter. A bit of an unorthodox race, but hey, we count those. Congrats to the Aussies. You guys get this one. Okay, now some field. The women's triple popped. You know what? This event has been making its comeback lately. 3 women went over 14.8 meters in Monaco, but it's Cuba's Perez Hernandez taking her 8th win this season of 9. 14.96 meters, and she also went 14.95 earlier in the competition too. Funnily enough, she looks disappointed. Why? Because she wants that 15 meter jump, and she's done knocking on the door. She's basically trying to kick it down at this point. Ironically, if you add her distance from the board to her final distance, she'd be at exactly 14.99 meters. Sometimes the world is just cruel. Now let's talk about the best event for a minute, the high jump. Some of the top male contenders are struggling right now, which is alarming, unless you're New Zealand's Hamish Kerr. He did struggle to find his rhythm early, with a 3rd time clearance over 2:28, but once he got it, he was flying.
There he goes, Hamish Kerr.
To then do the same thing at 2:33 for the win against a field of world medalists.
Oh yes! There you go! All eyes on Hamish Kerr.
Since his world indoors win, I've just got a feeling that we're going to see a second major gold medal out of our flying Kiwi. But then again, that feeling might just be called bias. And to finally finish off the Monaco Diamond League, Christopher Morales-Williams lined up for his first pro meet, decked out in the Adidas kit. But it's been a long season because he got pummeled. Recent US champion Quincy Hall absolutely devoured him on the final bend, motoring to a 43.80 second time.
Is he going to lose his line here? Can he hang on? Yes, he can. Let's keep an eye on the clock. Wow, 43.81.
A new world leading mark and making him the 13th fastest ever in the event. Is Morales Williams out of steam this season? Find out next time in the Olympic edition episode of This Week in Track and Field. Results have been straight cooked this past month. So cooked, this weekend felt like light work because we didn't get multiple world records. We are so spoiled right now, and so are you, getting these awesome, amazing, sexy recaps for free. Consider subscribing if you enjoyed, because this train ain't stopping soon. See you next time.